Journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Live at what? You mean I can talk now? How do I know that? I don't hear any notice like that. Can you see my chart if I put it? We had, big things happening here these last few days. We made a couple of big predictions. Let's get up here and take a quick look at them because I think we were talking about silver. It's down about 70 cents, well, actually about 65 cents from the high. Platinum is down like $30 from the high. Gold, that's the interesting one, folks. Remember the gold that we've been watching for so very, very long. Let's get it up here and take a look at it. I sent out a video it's early Sunday morning saying that the price objective should reach 26.56. That was the area we were looking at. So far, the high has been 26.59 and 0.9. So as long as we don't get above that, it looks like we might have a couple of day correction. Actually, the gold is up, it's still up, but considering it's in brand new highs, you'd think it'd be going a whole lot higher than that, but it's still higher. But we sold it at 56. Last time I saw it, it was 53, so it's not a big deal. We also remember we had that big pattern in the bonds. Now they've come down and they've made their first correction. Let's just get up here and we'll take a quick look here at the bonds because I just saw them bounce a full point off the bottom here. You can see there's where we were back in here. Remember, now we've come down 3 full handles, and you'll notice we'll just draw in the correction so you'll be able to see it as it unfolds here. Because this market, still could have some bullish implications. You see, the low today was just about exactly, well, it was right at the 61% retracement. You can see as the market was coming down, that was pretty much it. Now, I find this hard to be a 3-drive pattern because there's no swing here. That's why. This one has a swing, but this one really doesn't. But this is held relatively good. Now, let's play the devil's advocate. Let's assume that this is really a good bottom. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go down to an 8-minute chart. You can see this big run we've had so far. Well, if you want to get involved on the long side of the bull market in bonds, all you have to do is watch for a 382 retracement off of any high right up in here. And watch that 382 retracement and buy it and put your stop below the 61. Not a bad idea if you can get it. Okay, so that's another one that we're paying very, very close attention to here this morning. All right, let's take a quick look here at the euro. Give me a second here. We had that move down get rid of this stuff last night. This is where we were. Hold on. Get this quiet. Isn't that correct itself? Boy, I tell you. My goodness. Something's wrong with the... Oh, now it's frozen. This is what I love. I just love technical analysis so much. That's okay. It's a technical part of the analysis that drives me nuts. I have just lost data. I can tell right now. No, it's back. Anyway, all we did was make a 61% retracement of this move right back here, and I have oh man, I really messed up here, folks. This thing is frozen up on me. Hopefully, maybe this will unfreeze it a bit. Yeah, there we go. This is what we did in the euro. Sunday night, we stopped down at the 786, and we've had a rally. The rally has just been a minor I believe is just about exactly 61% retracement off the high right here. So we're still, slightly moving to the downside. One of the things that we focused in the newsletter this week was the fact that U.S. dollar looked like it was really trying to turn around. And we're going to take a look at that U.S. dollar right now, because that's the reason why some of these things are jumping around so much is because of the U.S. dollar. And there it is. We're going to put it up on just a small time frame so we can see it. And you can see we had a pretty big run here this morning. Oh, my goodness. Guess how it did it, too. Does anybody there ever look at AB equals CD patterns? Let's just check this one out to see if it's an ABCD. There's AB, and there is CD at 94, and it's come off about $400 from there. And if you were looking for a place to short on the easy side, you'll see the first 382 retracement came in spot on right there, and your objective on that would be right here at par 42. Now, this level right here is very important, folks. Remember this on the daily basis. This is far from making a bottom, but at least it tried here. You see, we had a rally, but it was a lower high again. So the bottom might not still be in. But when you're looking at this dollar index, I believe, and this is my 2 cents worth, you've got to pay attention to just under par at 99.53, because that's a giant ABCD on the weekly, and it's just a tiny bit above the 61% retracement right in here. So that's why my limit minder is on here. I want to see what happens there to see how the ball game is being played. So I hope that helps you folks as we're looking at some of these charts here today. And since we're doing that, there's another one that I think is getting ready for a major sell signal. Hold on here. We got a couple minutes here to the break, but let's get the old British pound up here. Just 1 second. And we'll take a quick look at it. We got to look at this on the longer, both daily and we'll get the daily up first. Okay, there's our daily. Oh, we are there. We are almost in the ballpark, boys and girls. Let's get the weekly up, because that's what we did this pattern on, and you'll be seeing that we are dancing. Shut the front door and raise the rent, folks. We're really close right up in here. Wait a minute. I am showing, it's 133.40 right in here. It needs to go a little bit higher, about another 60, 70 pips right there at about 134. You see that big ABCD on the weekly? And you got another one right there, and that's a 786 on the long-term weekly. Well, you got to look at that one from a short side, folks. I mean, that's what we call a serious challenge to not do that one, because that has everything there that you can look at. We'll go down to a smaller time frame here for a second, and you'll see that we're still just made new highs up here. So we still got a little bit ways to go, and that number up there is at 134. You can see I put it just a little bit below that because I don't want to miss the birthday party if they bring it together. Okay, so that's what we're watching here. Now we've got to check the old time on the wall and see that we've got 30 seconds left, and now we're ready for the break. So live every day in an attitude of gratitude and come back and join us. So we'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Okay, folks, look, crude oil for the day. There's the low on September the 18th. There was our high today with a really nice ABCD pattern right there. We call this a butterfly pattern. If you line this up, you'll see there you were sitting there right on the money. You also had an ABCD move coming off of that edge too. So there's your ABCD there. And it's supposed to come in there at 71.79. And the high was 71.78. Well, we missed that one. Then the market came down very hard, $2 a barrel. And you'll stop just between the 618 and the 786, and now we've had a really good rally here, just about exactly $1 a barrel here in a matter of less than a half an hour. So having a pretty good run. So let's double check to see what that 382 would be. And as you can see, we just sitting there right now at 70.32. So if you believe in 382 and you believe in 70.32, take a shot. Your stop has got to be about 70.90. That's what I would be watching if I were watching, and I am watching. So let's keep that in mind as we look at this. Now, since we're looking at this, let's take a look at the heating oil and then also the gasoline, because the whole complex, thanks to our good friend Mike Moore, is very, very important. So we're going to get this up here, and you can see we've had a pretty good sell-off on this. So we're going to go to the, whoopsie daisy, go to the hourly chart so we can see how much it broke from the high, and there's where we are. Here's where we were this morning. There was our low way back here. Now we had a pretty big break from up in here, folks. You see, we took out the high of the previous days by virtually nothing, and then it's had a pretty big break to the downside. Now, looking the same way that we were just doing that with the crude oil, you'll notice that the 382 coming back was right there at 214. That's exactly was the 382. Now, this is still bullish. And the reason why, folks, all this low was on heating oil was a 61% retracement off that. Look, almost to the exact tick right here. That's why it's still good. Now, it's having the bounce here. And if we start getting above here, then it's still bullish. But if we start selling off now, then that'll tell you that this is a pretty big break. And this is the kind you want to be looking for, because you have a big, strong downtrend, quick rally back to the 382, and then we'll see if it's going to work or not. But that's what we're watching here. And then finally, well, there's no finally, but we want to look at the RBOB. We'll just go that on the 60-minute also. That probably also had it had a pretty big break, but not much, not too much, I don't think. Oh dear, I see what that is. Johnny, put the placard down. I think it is 382. Hold on one second. There's your from your low to your high. Let's just draw it again so the sports fans can see it. There was your 382 right here. Went a little bit below it, and now we're above it. So if you would have bought that 382. Given the fact that it bounced back, I would put my stop below here, so you would be risking, just about 2 cents on the gasoline. But that's actually a pretty good bounce of 2 cents. I mean, that's it's $800. You can imagine that in just 2 hours. So let's look at it on a real small time frame to see how it made. Oh, there it is. You see how it made it real quick, and then boom, right back above it. So that's what we're watching. So you want to watch the 382 off of this one. So that would take you down to this level right here, and that would bring you in up about another 80 cents from where we're setting in there right now. Okay, so that's it. So that's the gasoline is right here, heating oil is right here, and right behind it was the crude oil. So crude oil still holding right in that area right here. So this is not an easy sale, folks, because it's $1 a barrel very quickly. And you don't have any little ABCDs or anything else in there to help you. Just have that 382, but your stop has got to be above here, so your risk is about $400. So that's the kind of thing that we're paying attention to here today. All right, now let's move on to Apple. Everybody asks about it. Well, somebody asks about Apple every day, but let's keep it up here so that they can all see it at the same time. Here's Mr. Appel, and it's still pretty strong today. It gapped up and doing its thing. It's up a little bit, but really not a whole lot. So here's where we are right now. It's really basically up wait a minute. Here's the price way up here. Missing data. Hold on just a minute. Refresh today. Yeah, that's what they call a gap, folks. I'm looking at the chart here, and I'm seeing prices over here, and I didn't realize that that's what happened. So we got Apple up quite a bit, and that's why the stocks are probably acting so strongly. At least, they were not as strong as before. The Russell, just take a quick look at that because we've had someone ask about that, and I do want to cover it. Since we're talking about that, we'll just bring this up and get up here. We're going to put the hourly up here. And as you can see here, we've had a pretty big breakdown here in the Russell. This is the hourly chart. If you remember, there's our high the other day on the 19th. And if you remember, we've got to remind you of this because it's very, very important. That's when you had the double ABCD pattern right there. ABCD. Now you notice you've taken out the lows of the last several days. In fact, you went down and you matched this low absolutely perfectly today. So that's actually a pretty good sign. So if we look at this on the really smaller time frame, you can see there's your AB. Here's one that you might really like. Let's just try it for kicks and giggles. There's your strong downtrend right here, and now you have this beautiful ABCD pattern right there. Doesn't quite get to the 382 yet, but let's put that in there so the folks can see it, because that should be a really nice little number to look at. So 2247 up 5 points from where it is. How important is that, folks? This is what I focused on when I did the video for the precious metals. Look at this perfect ABCD on the weekly chart, folks. That's in exactly 382 off of that high. These swings are equal, and of course copper got hit pretty hard this morning, and it's still going lower, but that is a perfect ABCD. Gartley said, when you find on page 222, he said if you find a move down, sell the first ABCD retracement, and that's what that would have been, coming exactly at the 382. He didn't say 382, but he said AB equals CD, and that's what that was. The same thing that we're watching here on the Russell on a small time frame is exactly like this pattern right here. Do they all work? No, they don't. But the ones that do work very, very well. Okay, next one we have to talk about is Tesla. So let's get Tesla up here, and we'll get this out of the way. I'm going to get Apple out of the way here, so I'm not going to be doing anything in Apple here today. And I'm not doing anything in the crude oil, so let's move on here. Let's get over here. Stay with me here, folks, 1 second, and I want to get this Tesla out of the way because there's a lot of news about that all the time, and I'm not sure what it means, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, I'll tell you what, there will not be one person on this planet that'll be happier than me on November 6th, win or lose. I just do not like to watch that stuff on TV, so I don't. Here's Tesla. And boys and girls, we hit our objective today. Look at this. If you like A, B, C, D, there it is. There's your A, there's your B, there's your C, and there's your D right there. Hey, we'll be right back.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, excuse me, folks, we're back, and we're going to look at this Tesla chart. I saw something that might have an interest for everyone. You can see here that the ABCD pattern measures to 249.12. The high today was 250 even, And so now we backed off on 2 points, nothing. But let's look at this right here, because this is what technical analysis is all about. We've got all this done, so we're going to get this and see how close we can come to this magic number right up here that we were looking at. We were looking, you can see the 1.618 expansion's gone a little above that, but we have several A, B, C, D patterns coming in here. Now, if you remember the first one, you want to watch for that 382 retracement that you might get, and on an hourly chart. Look at this. It's been 7 hours. It makes the 382 retracement at 24. It gives you a price objective up here of 26 to 240, 247, but we're already above that. So what we're going to do now is to draw this in so everybody can see how we come up with some of these price levels that we're looking at. There's your AB leg. There's your CD leg. And that measures to 246. We went higher. You can see we have another ABCD plus. We have another smaller one that also could be very, very bullish, because if you take the low that we made back here on the 16th, this little pullback was nothing more than a beautiful 382 retracement off of that low right there. And these are exactly equal. Watch. Think market. Oh, shut the front door. Let's get rid of that. What? That was the swing down that we want to compare. So we take this over, and there it is right there. That's right out of Andrew Lowe's book. Markets repeat in repetition and are very, very repetitive, and they are predictive. And then the last words, 2 words, within limits. And with limits is the key, folks, because boy, when they fail, you got to get out of Dodge. There's no question about it. All right, now let's take a look here at some of these grains here, because we said in the letter and also in the video that with the dollar holding up from where it did, there also be some pretty good spots for trying to buy stuff. And here's where we were. This is Sunday night. The market came down. We made a higher high, so you've got to recalculate the 382, and we'll see what that's going to do from your low up to your high. There was your exact 3. See, you made a higher high, lower low. There's your 382, and away it went, and it's still going up quite a bit. That's a substantial move of 20 cents or $1,000 in the wheat market. So let's look at it on a little bit longer time frame, because we're probably running into some pretty good resistance here. Yeah, we did. The 61% retracement, that's what I thought it was going to do, but it didn't do that. That happens a lot. There was your 61% retracement coming in here at 85. The high's been 86.5 right now, and it's at 84 right now. But that's just that is an ABCD pattern, but it's at the 618, not at the 382. That doesn't mean that it's bullish. It just means it's got some resistance right here, and that's what we're seeing. Looking at that on a shorter time frame, well, we were just doing that. You can see, well, let's do it the right way, Larry. If you're going to look at that 382, what you have to do is you got to recalculate the price swing. And there's from your high, okay, down to your low. And that should take you up here to this level right here at 84. The high's been 86 3/4. So I would be tempted to be a seller of wheat right in here. You're not risking very much. 3 cents would probably do it. That's what I would be watching. So we're picking up steam here in stocks, I see. Let's get rid of some of these other things, and we'll take a quick look where we are. Hold on a second here. Oh dear, I got too much stuff in here. I hope I can do it without too much trouble. See if how are we doing on the Russell. It might have gotten. Yeah, we're almost at the 382 in the Russell now, folks. 240, 247 is almost there. So watch that one, real close. It should be a pretty good idea of what we're watching here. Let me clean up the place here, cascade it so I can see everything that we're looking at. And we want to be watching the. Let's get up here with the E-mini. It was a crude oil we were watching out. The crude oil is still a valid trade. It just hit that 382 at 70.36, and your stop would be at 70.66 on that one. So watch that, closely. I think that would be a big help for you. And then also we had the RBOB was doing the same thing, and it hasn't quite made it yet. That comes in at 19.20. Your stop would have to be 2 cents above that. And those are the ones that we're paying a close attention to as of right now. Okay, now what we're going to do here is someone add a question about the soybeans. So we're going to come up here, and we're going to take a look at November soybeans. And we'll come over here. There's the hourly chart. They had a pretty good run this morning, folks. We thought they were going to get a little bit lower last night, which would have been a great buy, but there was the beautiful ABCD here, folks. Coming in, this was the low here, though. See, this, I had to move this over because there was the run, and this was Sunday night, see, because it didn't even back off to the 382. It just took off. I mean, it wasn't even close to a 382 retracement here anyway. It was just kept going. It missed it by 4 or 5 cents, which that is a pretty big, but we ought to be up against some resistance now. And if we look at this on the 4-hour chart, beans have been in a long-term downtrend. Oh, wait a minute, they popped that up above there. So there's the long-term downtrend that I'm looking at right there, because we've got to pay attention to these major highs that are coming in over here on the left. Hold on here. Get rid of that, and we want to move over here because we're getting to this time zone where we're going to be close to a big 382 here on the daily. So there it is right there that we're watching for. Now, this is, you can see right here, this was on the 10th. That was the 10th. There's your ABCD coming in exactly at your 382. There's your bottom. There's your ABCD leg right there at your 382. Well, they say it's 50%. 50 splits, very, very close. And now we're coming up to this level right here, which is going to be a 382 off of way back here. That's up another, this is 58. That's another 20 cents higher, folks, that we should be able to get there, because using this little ABCD tool right here tells us that we should be able to get there and maybe even a little bit higher. But the ABCD, the 382 is right there at 105.82. So hopefully that'll be a big help to you if you're able to look at that. So hold on just a second here and get this out of the way for just a moment here. And I want to check a couple other things that we're looking at. And well, when I put these trades on, I try to watch what they're doing so that they give you a rough idea of whether they're going to work or not. And that's the key to doing these things the way we want to be doing them. Okay. All right, let's move over and get here a little bit, and let me get back here. I have to do something. 1 second, folks. We've got a special request here that I've got to take care of. Amazon. No one's asked about Amazon in a long time, and boy, it's doing pretty good today. Let's take a quick look at it and stay tuned. 877-927-6648.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The stock market is a delicate interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, we've been asked to take a look at Amazon after the low on August the 5th. You can see we made a 382, then backed off. And guess where we backed off to? This was your first clue that this thing was not going to go down much further because it stopped right there. Now, once we closed above that 382, folks, boy, you don't want to be short that anymore because you had this pullback right here. There was your place to buy it back. If you sell it at 68, well, it's only 4 points. But that's what, now we make a higher high and a pullback. You know, I haven't looked at this chart in so long, I can't even tell you when, but there's a big run. So you watch for the first pullback. And there's your 382 comes in right here, and then away it goes. And this is what we're running up against right now in Amazon. Over the past couple weeks, it's making a 3 drive to a top pattern. There's drive 1, there's drive 2, there's drive 3. And if we put that in and just do it this way, you'll see there's your AB, there's your CD leg coming in here, probably spot on exactly 1.618 at 93.32. Guess what the high of the day was, folks? 93.32. Now, that's got to be a typographical error, I would think. Let's just measure the last swing down, and you'll see it's already gone above that swing, which is good. It's supposed to. It's supposed to make this last part of this ABCD leg, and that's what we're going to determine if it's going to continue running off that or back off just a little bit. Okay, now we had a question about coffee. Believe it or not, I haven't heard anything about coffee since Starbucks was bought out by that big hedge fund guy. Hold on a second. Coffee is KC. K, A, B, C, D, E. There's KC. Here's coffee. So I recall, there's coffee here on the 60-minute chart. And we've had a pretty big run here recently. We're still running pretty good. Let's get this up on the daily so we can see it just a little better. I haven't traded this in a long time. Oh, there's a beautiful pattern up here on the daily. Look at that. You had a 1.618. That's a 3 drive. Let's just move that over. Okay, there's drive 1. There, let's clean this out. This is a nice one to look at. I mean, you can trade coffee. I just don't like it. But there's drive 1, there's drive 2, there's drive 3. So if that's correct, this should be a rather symmetrical AB equals CD pattern. There's your X, A, B, C, D. And there it is right there and coming in. And I believe that measures the whole thing from there to there and down. Comes in at 2 what? Oh, I can't get it down there enough. There it is. 273.81. The high a couple of days ago was 272. So that should be a what we call a strong resistance. But on this big pullback, it found, look where it stopped, folks. It just went a little below the 618 or 382, a little above that, and boy, it just turned like a rocket. So that's telling you, boy, there must be something there. I would be looking at this on a really small time scale. Go to a 13-minute. Well, you can see what happened. Boom. There's no pullback here to really lock your horns on it. Well, there's a little tiny one right there. Let's just see. Yeah, there's a very small one right there in coffee, but that's hardly tradable. And this one, it doesn't even come close to, so nothing there to help you. And that's one of the reasons why I don't like coffee. It has nothing to do with that reason. I just have no interest in it. And there's so many things for me to trade, folks, that I got to keep it to that. Otherwise, I'll just go absolutely, bonkers to the other side here. And let me get this set up here. And I want to make sure I get the windows and put up a tile vertical so I can see everything the way that I want to see it. And that's pretty much, there's not too much of a surprise today what's going on. It's just bouncing around everywhere. The S&P just bounced 10, 15 points, not really, very much at all. So the main thing from my perspective, from technical perspective, is what happened on Thursday with the NASDAQ. Let's get this up here on the daily because you want to see that. That was a very, very important spot. There was that, and you see it tried to hit it again today. Came very, very close. Came within, 30, 40 points, which was quite a bit, but that's where it is. This was an exact 786 if you drew it correctly, which is pretty close. That was it right there, and we're trading 160 points under that right now. So, that tells us that that's could be a bearish pattern that we're watching here. Okay, now let's take a look here because now if we did that trade in the euro or the crude oil, it is now against us by a little bit. You see here, we went above the 382 by just a hair's fracture. But remember, your stop's got to be above this level right here. There's your 382. I don't want to risk that much. I can promise you that's $600. I will put my stop right up in here, so I'm only going to risk about $300 on this. So we get above 66, I'm going to say, thank you very much. 67, actually, 70, 67. I'll say thank you very much. I'll take a $3 hit and not doing. I missed the low down in here, but that's because I'm doing so many other things. I can't do all of them, and that's what I'm trying not to do. Okay, now, one other question someone had about the Japanese yen. So let me get it up here and take a quick look at it. That's been doing pretty much exactly what we thought it would be doing, having a nice rally. And by golly, look at what it did. It stopped exactly where we said it was going to do. There was your 61% of that move right there. And that was the 382 off of this move right here. That makes this a 1, 3, 5 pattern. And it's starting to work. You see here, we had a nice little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-day rally. If we go and look at this on the hourly basis, you're going to be able to see the ABCD pattern jumping out at you. And as you move this over like this, just a tiny bit, we'll be able to see it together. And you'll see there's several of them in here, but let's just draw them in together so that we can make sure that we don't miss anything. This is your first one right here. Now you have to take this high. Then there was this low, okay, and then you had the next one coming in right behind it. That was this one right here. And we hit, how much did we close? We missed it by, 40 pips. It's quite a bit, folks, to miss an ABCD like that. But there was your 382 that you were looking, to go short again. So that's still right in the ballpark of, being acceptable risk. So that's what we're sort of watching, okay? Anyway, those are the main ones that we're looking at here today. We got another 30 seconds or so. How much is this clock on the walls? A minute and 13 seconds. My goodness, I can cover 13 things by then. Okay, let's take a look here at UPS, folks. When I looked at this chart, I said, how in the world can we have a good economy going when the biggest shipper that we have, look at this, for the last 18 months, this thing has been coming down. And farther back than that, it was a $300 number here, I believe, years ago. Hold on. Well, no, 195 was a high, and now we're trading at 128, right near the bottoms. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, 235 was a high. Now it's trading $100 lower, and we're supposed to be in a good economy. This must be a very mismanaged company, boys and girls. We'll be right back. 877-927-6648.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, I'm back, and I think that the smartest thing for a trader to look at is to watch this rally that we're having today in the Treasury bonds. We've already rallied a point, little over a full point, after being down 3 full points. That takes it almost exactly to the 382. Let's just draw it in. Hold on, no one can see my charts. Is that correct? I'm sorry about that. I'll get it up there in a minute. Nothing like something to drive me nuts here. Hold on. It's my fault, folks. There it is. There's our chart here in the going over with the high that was made back here. And all I'm going to do now is just draw the 382 in from this level right here. We're probably there right now, or very close. Yeah, we're there right now. There it is at 125.10. And right now it's trading at 125.05. There was a 382. Now, this is a straight up move, folks. So this has got to be one. Well, it doesn't have to be anything, but it looks like it could be short covering because it's so very, very fast in an oversold market. And remember, you only came down 3 handles, so this is not a super bearish pattern. Actually, it's not. And if you looked at this closely and you were watching for smaller ABCD patterns today, you would have been able to see you had a really nice ABCD lineup right there. There was your 61% retracement, and there's your A, B, C, D, and there's your 382 pullback right here. Not a bad idea if you can get it. Anyway, that's what we're paying attention to here today. I would like for you to all to try to do something nice for your neighbors, especially during the crazy time of the year. They're not going to have Halloween this year, folks. They're moving it on to November the 5th. They're going to do both of the dates at the same time so the people don't have to change costumes. I heard that on the news today. I think it's a pretty good idea. Anyway, that's what we're paying attention to here so far today. So please live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Talk to you later, boys and girls. Bye-bye.